Generic greetings and welcome to Construction Plus Prison Architect Alpha 27 episode 7. In the previous episode we started laying some floor. As you can see, we've got some tiles now all the way around the main walkways of the prison. It only took me a month and a half to actually get around to doing this. In this episode we're going to be probably finishing most of the tiling off and also hopefully get on with finishing the common room off. We are very close to actually getting this prison completed. We won't be expanding it because we don't have any time left, but we will obviously get it finished off and released and such so you can have the save file and work on that and do whatever you want, but that's probably in a couple of episodes time. But anyway, first things first, I need just to unpause it, and I'm going to go to my utilities tab and then grab myself some of the old door servos, because we did put in, apparently we put some lag in. There we go. Can we not place these? Are these just too laggy to place? Good grief. Yeah, we put in some extra security checkpoints at all of the main intersections, and as always, I overdid it a little bit. Nothing exceeds like excessa. Yeah, I put too many of them in. You can see we got like an intersection there, we got one there, we got one there, we've got one there, we got one there. They're basically everywhere, right? And it's not actually too bad because we do have a door opening system over here. So actually we have 3 of them, and technically I was going to put a 4th in as well at some point. But yeah, it all functions, it works. We don't need all of them door controls there, as many people pointed out in the comments, as like people often do. I've overdone it, and basically most of the door controls are on this one instead of these 2 here, and we could have done it with just one anyway, but you know, whatever, you know, they're relatively new anyway, so you know what, I think we can I think you forgive me for that one. Anyway, as you can see, we've also got some lights put in as well. I need to put some more lights in because they do look quite good, especially at night, but I just need to obviously put them in manually like that and just check around. These ones have got it ordered, yes, and them have got it put in. This one hasn't been done. I think we'll put an entrance, I think we'll put them in like there as well, just as like a, this is the entrance of the of each sort of big room and such. There we go. There's the workman trying to get past here to probably do the perimeter wall, which as you can see is coming along quite nicely. We've almost got the entire thing done. Now that will prevent people from hopefully escaping via tunneling, which yeah, we've had a little bit of bother with. A couple of people have mentioned that we should probably get a dog patrol between these cell blocks, these gaps here. I'm probably not going to bother with that because there's a lot of doors and so. Why is that bit left there? Oh, it's just a shadowing problem. That's okay. I thought that was just one section of fence that they left in. So, have you guys not read the manual that says weak spots in prisons, Volume 1? Anyway, what we need to do is I think we need to put some power onto these things here. We'll just run some power like that. There we go. Nice power, lovely power. And that should do that quite nicely. I don't think we need to run power anywhere else. That should do the job. So workmen are probably just carrying a couple of metal plates to the workshop. They're probably trying to get on with that. Oh no, we still need power over here actually, so might as well get on with that and go to power, and then we will go to electrical cable. Still not too sure where we need to plug it in. It doesn't really specify. There we go. It switches between the different viewpoints. There we go. And then they can come out and do whatever. Finally got some metal detectors put in the it was down here, wasn't it? Yeah, we finally got the metal detectors put in there in the common room. The common room, again, something I really do need to finish, but generally metal detectors are working absolutely bob on. There's no problem with them at all. We could actually open our prison, couldn't we? I tried to do it last episode, but it didn't work out because it was going to give us loads of prisoners. We're going to get 19 prisoners now, which would take us up to 39 over. It would be too many. It would be too many, so we can't actually have that many prisoners unless some are due for release. So how many have we got for maximum security? We've got 70, and currently holding 129 prisoners. 70 maximum safe is 76. Yeah, we can't have that many prisoners. We'll close that off. We don't need any more prisoners. We're actually receiving 14,690 generic units of currency per day, which is a fantastic amount. We've also got 57,000 plus change in the bank because we did sell a couple of shares. Obviously, that will give us a little bonus and such. We don't need to really mess around with it too much. We've got valuation. You can see we're worth over 500,000 now, which is fantastic. Obviously, we sold 20% of our shares, so we only own 80% of it, but we won't be selling this prison and moving on after the little sort of Christmassy holiday generic Yuletide festival break anyway, so it won't really matter. That's still requiring power. I'm guessing that, yeah, I just need to run it a little bit further down to the actual doors. There we go. Also need to connect them up. Currently I haven't got them connected, so let's get on with that. Ooh, cancel. Drop that. Hang on. Let's just try that again. So utilities, activate lag, connect, and then we will... Do I connect these doors up here? It only seems right, since these are the ones that we really should connect up. That one, and that one didn't connect up. That one, and finally... Oh, that one, and that one. Okay, yeah, I understand that that should be changed. Look at that. Look at all the connections. I wouldn't like to be the guy trying to wiring that up. But I mean, these got a lot of connections, these ones. They just haven't got a massive amount of throughput, I think is the correct term. They haven't got a lot of prisoners going through the actual area. Right, okay. What we need to do is get some more walkways put in. So again, we need to go to our materials and then to concrete tiles. I'm going to do the concrete tiling in and around this area. So I want it so that it's actually a 3 walkway all the way around, like so, up to there. And then we'll have sort of, I think we will actually fill the entire cells with concrete tiles. And then what we do, I mean, this is obviously my test. This is my test bed here. But then we connect it up like that, you see, in little walkways. And then in between the gaps, we're going to put another material. And now I mentioned in the last episode that I might use grass on the outside, and maybe on the inside we'll use sort of metal flooring. But I haven't yet decided what I'm going to use. I should have really done that. There you go. Look, that actually is a lot more efficient because we can just run it straight across. Is that right? No, we can't actually. No, we can't. We need to cancel that. We need to cancel that because it's gonna start knocking. Oh, is that right? No, that is right. Yeah, they all line up. They all line up then. All of the doors. So we should have just done that. Oh, fantastic. Anyway, let's run a path of 3, or path of 4 even, down the centre bit. Why not? Might as well. And then we need to go from there all the way down. And I'll soon figure out if I get it wrong, because it means I'm going to demolish half of the walls in this thing, and then I'll have to redo the entire facility, which will be interesting. Interesting. When I mean interesting, I mean it'll be a massive pain. But, you know, hopefully it'll be alright. Hopefully we'll get it sorted. Just go up and down. It's looking quite good already, actually. There we go. Obviously putting the stuff in between is going to make it look even better than what it looks like now. I don't know if I'm going to put any lights or anything else in the gap, but I will have a little think. And I think we just need to finish off by putting the last ones in. Yeah, there we go. Job done. So we'll just let the workmen carry on with that. They've got a lot to actually lay down, and then we have to finish the rest of it. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do for this area here. This is the holding cell. I might fill the holding cell up with... I think I might just use concrete tiles in there. But we've got, you know, a little while to actually go around and, you know, play with it. So I'm not going to rush about and such. Let's just check our reports and our needs. Needs of the prisoners are, by the look of it, completely met. Bladder and bowels is always going up, but it's only a medium. So, you know, like, they're not sort of wincing, like, sort of jumping back and forward, going, really need the toilet, come on, while they're in the workshop. But, you know, they will need to go at some point. Sleep need is, well, pretty much non-existent. Food need is going up, and there are some critical food needs there, which is interesting. I don't know where the critical ones come from. Oh, that's interesting. Education reform program. 15 prisoners passed the foundation education course. We've actually done, so we might even get that done. Let's have a quick look at our other programs that we can have. And obviously we want to try and do the general education course. So general education qualification, no one's interested, nobody qualified. That's a shame. That is a shame. We've got alcoholics group therapy on there, and you can see we've got 3 people in there. One's actually passed at 33%. I think that's pretty good. That is pretty good. Behavioural therapy, we've got schedule there. The pharmacological drug treatment for drug addiction is sorted. Got our foundation education course. There's only 1 interested there. And obviously we've got a lot finished there. 50% pass rate. Not too bad for a high-risk prison. Workshop safety induction, obviously we've got that on there as well just to get more people in. The foundation education course, we've only got 2 interested now. Now, this is something that I was discussing either last episode or the one before that, where we were talking about the businessy side of the prison. Now, really, if we're honest with each other, having that run at $300 per session for only 2 people is, you could argue, a waste of money. Because we've got, we could train 20. What we could do is turn that, there's only 1 interested now. We could turn that off, stop teaching it, and then we'll get more money. And then when people are more interested, we'll then start it again. I would argue that as long as 1 person is actually getting something out of that, and maybe even, reforms a little bit, then it's worth the money. They're worth the $300, especially since we are in complete profit. If we were losing money, then, I would probably say that it is not a good idea. Right, anyway, speaking of losing money, I want to use white tiles, or actually could use ceramic tiles. Ceramic tiles are my favourite looking tiles in the game. I mean, it's a bit sad that I have favourite looking tiles, but I'm at that age now. I think we'll have a quick check, and that would cost 15,000 generic units of currency, so we're not going to use that, because to do the entire prison in that, or rather all of the areas where I would want to put them, it would cost me a lot of money. So we're just going to use the standard white tiles, there we go, which is cost $3 anyway, so it's not exactly super cheap. Right. So, let's see what we can do. We've got metal floor. Would metal floor look well in this area here? So I'm going to do a little test section there. Like when you get a tin of paint, or you get some tester pots, and you paint in your wall, and you go, right, so you get your tester pots and you start painting a bit on the wall, and then you stand back and go, I think I like the slightly off magnolia as opposed to the dark cream, or whatever. That's what we're doing. We've got a couple of tester tiles coming in, and we'll lay them, and then we'll be able to see what they actually look like. And then actually tester tiles are big metal grates, and obviously this is a high-risk facility, so I want it to look the part. I don't want to look like something the Teletubbies could come and happily stay for a weekend in. I want it to be, fairly aggressive in the way it in its look, I guess. And to make it even more aggressive, if I wanted to, put the tiles further in. So instead of having a 3 sort of wide walkway, I could have a 1 wide, but then it would sort of defeat the point, because what would happen is the prisoners wouldn't walk on it, they would just walk over the metal, and I want them to actually skip it. That doesn't look too bad, but sadly there's not much contrast between the two tiles, so what I'm going to do is use, say, mosaic floor, and try that, and there we go, we can just see all of the things have closed now. I'm going to try the mosaic floor. I know it's a little bit dark, but we'll give it a go. We could also try fancy tiles. No, I'm not going to use fancy tiles because they're too fancy, obviously. We could use wood floor, but I think that'll be a bit too much. I think we're going to go try the mosaic floor. Anyway, it is sleep time. What I'm going to do then is a full shakedown, because I did try to do one last time, but we didn't quite finish it. So we'll get on with that, and then we'll see what we can get. Obviously, we need to keep an eye around here. Hang on. Around here, because this is where the last couple of times we've found someone actually trying to tunnel out. So yeah, something we need to sort out. Oh, one thing we need to do as well is this area here. This is our... Oh, it's the same bloody area. There's a pickaxe in here. A handmade pickaxe. It's him again. Dan Rowe 22. Same thing again. Same person, same location. It's always around here that really wants to escape. Why do you want to escape? Grievous bodily harm. That's the reason why he's here. And he hasn't really got any major traits. I'm not really too sure. Escape attempt, recent misconduct and such. I'm not really too sure why he wants to escape. Maybe because he is really in a prison with murderers, rapists, and, you know, super thieves, I guess. That's maybe... I mean, grievous bodily harm, although is, you know, it's quite bad. It is bad, don't get me wrong, but compared to some of the rap sheets in here, then it's not that... Oh, it's not that bad. That looks good. I prefer them tiles, but what I can't actually see, though, is what it looks like in the light. And that looks quite good. I like them dark tiles, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to use them mosaic tiles. Now, they're walk speed fast, so there's no downside actually putting these things in. And I've realised I've just actually missed a little bit off, which there was always going to be. That wasn't there. There we go. So we'll go back to the mosaic tiles, and we'll just mosaic the entire floor along. There we go. Now, hopefully, once I've got the entire thing done, that'll look quite good, and then it means I can do the rest. Now, I know what you're thinking. What I should have done is just clicked and dragged and done the whole thing in mosaic tiles, and then went over with my flooring. Well, I would argue that that's really inefficient, and to be honest, I can't really win either way, can I? Some people are going to complain that I'm doing this and it's you know, it's taking a while. Some people are going to complain if it's the other way because I was wasting money. So either way, there's going to be complaints hard. It's the internet. Right. Let's just finish these bits off here. Now, obviously, the workmen are going to be a little bit slower than normal because they are having to wait for guards to open the doors. And obviously, since the guards are generally tossing people's cells, there's a slight delay in that. There we go. Get this entire cell block done. And then what I might do is work on something actually practical, which is up the top. And we'll get the other sort of mini cell line in the middle of the other one at the top, the other block, the other wing. I think we'll get on that. And almost finished here. I don't know whether the cells actually look quite right with that flooring in. I do like the look of that though. That does look quite nice, doesn't it? And we've done a full shake down there. Not too bad. No tunnels detected. Good, good, good. That looks good. I like that. I think that looks really nice, actually. Ah, sweet. Right, okay. I think I will now go to my metal flooring. And I'm going to metal floor these cell blocks here. Because I want to see what metal floor looks like. It might look really good. Metal floor generally look quite good on this because of the sort of... Oh. 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 We found... There's been a sniff there, is there? Interesting. That guy didn't smell anything when we went past there. Why is there no one in that cell? Who owns this? I'm going to search cell, search cell, search the cell. And if that doesn't do it, I'll rip the toilet off the wall. Some people said that you don't need to do that anymore, but I'm not too sure if that's the case or not. Apparently there's no bother there. I'm going to wait until the dog comes back around. That might be a faulty one. Obviously we will get faulty ones at some point, but if he does smell it when he comes back around, then we know that it's probably not. Anyway, we will see what happens. Right, what does the metal floor look like in there? It looks... I think it looks just a little bit too much. I can't decide. Am I trying to convince myself that that's not as good as that? I like the metal floor, I think. Yeah. I can't decide. I don't know. Wait, what do you think? What do you think? Metal floor? Not metal floor? What do you think? Put it in the comments, and next episode I'll either redo the entire thing or leave it as concrete tiles. Yeah, that's a simple thing. There you go. What do you think? Do you reckon we should do for the entire... all of the cells, do you think we should do this metal floor, or do you think we should do the concrete tiles? Vote now. Right, let's get on with this area up here. We need to go to our materials, and then brick wall, and we need to put some brick walls in, and make sure that it is in the right area, so that should be... in fact, it is pretty much done now anyway, so I'm going to put all of the lines in here. Actually, no, I'll just zigzag it up and down, like playing Snake on an old Nokia 2310 or 2210. There we go. That's went over most people's heads and it shows my age, doesn't it? Right, there's that put in and we'll wait for that to get done. The dog should be coming back round this side anytime in the next... Where is the dog? It's buggered off. Okay, don't know how long that's going to take. God, look how dirty that shower block. Dirty. Dirty shower block. Right, I need to go to materials. White tiles, make sure... Yep, them white tiles are done. I might as well white tile all of this. There's no point not, really. We might as well. Because I know I'm going to do white tiles in the shower anyway, so... We'll get that done there. And I'm going to have another look at that. Fresh eyes. Still don't know. Still don't know. Come back to that later. Right, what do we need to do that's practical other than this up here? I can't really think of what else. All of the doors seem to be functioning. We've got all of the wiretaps on. We just need to go to our contraband and then informants and just check. See if we've got any really weird traits that we found out now that we need to move people out. There's a person that's tough. We don't need to worry about that. Got no legendary prisoners yet as far as I can see. And that'll be about it. That's fine. I mean, we could do... we could activate... a couple of our agents, our confidential informants, trying to get really good. There we go. I'll activate all of them. A lot of informants there. Yeah, we'll get them to go around and sort that out. Right. Now, what do I need to do? I think the common room is that Luther. Does he name it like Luther? Get it, Ian Luther. What a name. I like that TV show. Idris Elba. Good, good. Right, let us get more televisions put in. So if the televisions are in like that, we could then put one down the bottom and a bench there. Fantastic. That's excellent. Actually, no. Cancel. Because we put pool tables in, don't we, down this side? Something like that. Yeah. Like that. Yeah, I think so. It has to be slightly different here because obviously we can't have it sort of crowded up. So what I'll do, I'll put some more pool tables in. Like that, maybe? Yeah, and then... Could just have a table and bench. We don't really do that often, do we? I just want to put something in that'll... they'll use it. See, I can't really have anything around this common room here because we need this sort of walkway to the other one there where we have our Alcoholics Anonymous and such. Sounds like there's a taser going off there. I think we'll just have a table and a couple of benches. Oh, like that. Just sticking in the corner. Fantastic. Right, okay. Where's that taser going off at? Here, am I guessing? Yep, extremely volatile. Yep, it's him. Oh dear, oh dear. Right. I think that this... Oh, yeah, this area is done. I was going to say, I think you need to work on this area up the top, but it's already done. Right, large yield door. Let's just start shoving them in. You know what, I'm just going to do the bottom row first, and then work on the top one. There we go. We'll go to rooms, to sell. 146 currently we've got. And we'll designate all of them. And then we need to put in the beds and such. So how have we got them? Got them like that. Okay, so I'm just checking the other one again. I'll put in one row first because it's just easier, and then I can do the bottom like that. And then we need to put the toilets in. Again, we'll do one row, so it'll be... Actually, you know what? No, I don't need to do that because I just need to go like that all the way along. Because the beds are all facing the same way. And that'll be another row of cell blocks. There we go. Problem is that's Supermax, so we don't really need more Supermax, although what I might do is open the intake and then put some of the people that are tough in the Supermax area, and then, you know, we'll see what happens with that. Right. I think we'll leave it there. Not a bad episode. Not overly long, but not bad at all. We've got this area here, which looks fantastic. I think that's really good. I need to know a couple of things, what you think. If you think there's any changes, then by all means let me know, because that will alter how the series goes, as you very well know by now. This area here, we need to... I need to sort this. I need to think about whether I'm going to put the concrete tiles, or need to put the... I don't know why I said concrete tiles twice there. We need to put the concrete tiles, or we need to put the metal floor in, and I don't know which one. I can't decide myself, so I'm going to let you pick. Put it in the comments, and we'll go from there. Thanks very much for watching. Take care. Comments in the comments, and generic partings.